packed into them. It gives them their bright red color. The gill arch is kind of in the middle. And it's here. But on the back side of the gill arch, there are little finger-like projections, what we call the gill rakers. And in some species of fish, it can do two things. One is, if fish is passing water over the gills, maybe try some trash in the water, and these gill rakers kind of screen some of that out and falls back into the throat where the fish can swallow. In some species of fish, it actually is used to help collect food. If they're longer, closer together, and the fish feeds on algae or plankton, then these gill rakers will help them screen some of that material out of the water. But in any case, they're very delicate. Now, the other part of the circulatory system is the heart. And fish, being cold-blooded, have a fairly simple heart. One reason it's simple is it's close to the gills. So the blood doesn't have very far to travel to start picking up oxygen. Here's the gill right here. Right here is the gill. And the heart is right there. See how close? Now you put this other heart up, the one that we cut out earlier, and stand by itself so you can see. Here's the heart right here. Two-chambered heart. Bottom is the ventricle, top is the atrium. What happens is blood comes in from the body to the atrium, and it goes down into the ventricle, pumps it, goes to the gills, right on through the gills to the rest of the body. And it's going through the gills, it's picking up oxygen, and it just makes a circle and comes right back to the atrium. Now, mammals, me and you, we have a four-chambered heart. And it gets a little complicated because blood comes in from the body to the atrium, then to the ventricle, pumps, it goes to the lungs. From the lungs, it goes back to the heart, to the atrium, the other atrium, and then back to the other ventricle, and then it goes out to the body. And then back, so it gets complicated. Not so much in fish. Now, that's it. Excuse me. On the circulatory system, we're talking about the digestive system of fish a little bit. And fish basically have the same things that you and I have. They've got a stomach, they've got a liver, they've got a gallbladder, they've got intestines. And we'll start with the stomach first. Now, for us as scientists, when we need to study fish, one of the first things we do is we check the stomach content. It gives us a clue as to how fish are eating, what they're eating. And the stomach is nothing more than a long cylindrical tube that can expand many times its size. If we need to keep fish alive, we just insert a tube and flush it with water and everything comes back out. If we're going to use the fish for several different things, then what we do is just cut the stomach out like this, take it back to the lab, turn it inside out like a sock, just roll your sock off, and then collect everything that was inside, and then we identify it down to species. Now, the stomach is where the first initial digestive processes start, but it has other things that have to kick in. And one of the other organs that starts immediately is the liver. Here's the liver. Dark brown organ that does several things. One is produces digestive juices that dump in the stomach to help further break down material. It screens the blood, removes some of the waste out of the bloodstream, and it also produces enzymes, hormones that help regulate other body processes. And I am out of time, and I'm sorry. I know y'all want a deadline to get back on the bus. If you had a question, I can answer it quick, I think. But y'all